You're just being greedy. You have all this money, but you won't help me. Emma, please calm down. I tried to reason with her. Money doesn't grow on trees. I work hard for what I have. I'm going to Mom's, she screamed, running upstairs. Minutes later, she came down with a packed bag and stormed out to a waiting taxi. After she left, David turned on me. You were too harsh with her, he said. She's just a teenager with dreams. Dreams need to be realistic, I argued. And since when is it automatically assumed that I'll pay for everything? He went to bed angry that night, and I slept alone, wondering how things had gone so wrong. Days passed, and Emma stayed at her mother's house. My calls went straight to voicemail. One evening, as I was walking past David's home office, I heard his voice unusually serious and low. I wasn't one to eavesdrop, but something in his tone made me pause. Daddy, you have to make her pay for my college, Emma was saying, her voice clear through the speaker. Put pressure on her, she has the money. Mom says she's just being stingy. I expected David, my husband, the man who had promised to build a life with me, to set his daughter straight. Instead, his response sent chills down my spine. I'll try my best, sweetheart. Don't worry, Jenna will come around. I know exactly how to handle this. The casual confidence in his voice, the way he talked about manipulating me, it made me feel physically ill. I couldn't stay quiet any longer. Handle what exactly? I asked, stepping into the doorway. David nearly dropped his phone. Jenna, So this is your plan? Conspire with Emma behind my back to pressure me into paying for everything? His initial shock quickly transformed into defensiveness. Well, why shouldn't you? You're wealthy, you don't have children of your own. You could be a real mother to Emma if you wanted to. Instead, you're being selfish with your money. His words hit me like physical blows. Selfish? For not wanting to be manipulated and pressured? For expecting my husband to discuss major financial decisions with me instead of plotting behind my back? We argued for another hour, going in circles with David refusing to see anything wrong with his and Emma's behavior. Finally, I stormed out of his office, tears of frustration burning in my eyes. I'm sleeping in the guest room tonight, I announced. I can't even look at you right now. I barely slept that night, my mind racing with thoughts of betrayal and manipulation. The next morning, David left for work early, barely speaking to me. I was sitting in my home office, trying to focus on work but failing miserably, when I heard the front door open. Emma was back. I found her in the kitchen, acting as if nothing had happened, making herself a sandwich. My hands were shaking as I confronted her. I overheard your conversation with your father last night, I said, keeping my voice steady despite the emotions churning inside me. Would you like to explain why you're trying to manipulate your father into pressuring me? She turned to face me, and I was shocked by the calculating look in her eyes. Em was the sweet teenager I thought I knew. You're not my mother, she said coldly. You can't demand explanations from me. No, I'm not your mother, I agreed, fighting to keep my composure. But I am your father's wife, and this is my house. I deserve basic respect. Emma, what she said next made my blood run cold. Fine. Let's talk about respect, she said, setting down her sandwich and folding her arms.